Welcome to Secrets of the Wandering Wolf. I'm your host, Tom, the Wandering Wolf, and you're listening to another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. Today's wisdom comes straight from Odin. I took a nice little shamanic journey to go find him, and I found him sitting at Mimir's well. He seemed to be pretty preoccupied, but I felt like the child I am in his world. I was just going to go bother him, ask some questions I didn't need to ask, and try to receive some confirmation I didn't need either. And as I walked up to him, it was almost as if he knew, and he said, "I don't really have much for you today. In fact, I'm quite busy." Shooing me off. Looking at the disappointment on my face, he said, "Well, let's just throw the runes and let's see what they say." And I asked what's Odin's wisdom he's trying to share through the runes, and what came out after deciphering them and listening to what he had to say was this. To find the answers you seek, you must find stillness and be patient. Disciplined in your approach to knowledge and understanding, yet open enough to learn from all. And like I mentioned, I was looking for confirmation I didn't need. All I had to do was go inwards. Speak to my heart, meditate, even go outside and get some fresh air and just be silent for a little while to receive the answers I needed. When he talks about being disciplined to your approach to knowledge and understanding, it's a reminder that not everything that you take in is good for you or beneficial. Make sure that the information and knowledge, the resources that you're using, make sure all of them are actually useful. If they're not, get rid of them and integrate what you learn. Bring it into yourself, understand it so you can teach it. And remember that there are resources everywhere. Everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has a little bit of wisdom that they can share. Learn from it. If it doesn't work for you, then don't worry about it. Not every tool in your toolbox gets used, but it might be used someday, and someone might learn something from it. And if you're uncertain about something, before you rush out to find answers or fall into confirmation bias, take a second to be still. Meditate on the situation. When I went through a period of uncertainty with a particular necklace breaking, I assumed all kinds of things. And it wasn't until I finally was in a space away from everything I'm used to, closed my eyes, prayed, meditated, and asked what's really going on, I received the answer really quickly. And my fears of what was happening kind of went out the window. I wasn't worried about it anymore. I just knew that I was in the right space to receive the right answers. And when the night was over, the connection I thought was severed was never severed. It was never dulled. No one ever took it from me. I blocked myself. I just had to be reminded that I can be my own worst enemy sometimes. We all can. So Odin's time today was basically like, I'm not answering the question you've already answered a dozen times. Go back to doing what made you solid, think clearly, and receive answers like it was no big deal. You've made something more complicated than it needed to be. And that's something we all should sit with. Where are we making things more complicated than it's necessary? And on that note, I'm not going to say anymore. I want to thank you for tuning in again and being patient with me as I took some time off to celebrate the union of two good friends, spending time with my partner, and just enjoying some peace and quiet. As always, I would love it if you could like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below on what you thought about this particular nugget of wisdom. And as always, there are links in the description below. Please sign up to the school platform and join the Wandering Wolf community. We are growing slowly but surely, and I am always putting stuff out there and on there. Classes soon to be uploaded and out there for everyone. And I want to say thank you again for listening to Secrets of the Wandering Wolf.